Hello, my name is Billy Alton.
And I'm Serrana Rogers.
We will be joined today by several of our friends and colleagues from Arkansas Can Do Incorporated as we present to you an overview of the Disability and Awareness Education and Training Program, a part of the Believe Achieve campaign.
Arkansas Can Do is a collaboration of individuals with disabilities, their family members, and representatives from agencies and organizations interested in disability issues. Our purpose is to increase the positive perceptions of all people regarding the vitality, importance, and value of people with disabilities.
Today we're going to explore the myths and stereotypes associated with people with disabilities, provide you some tips on interacting with people, a quick look at the ADA, and a little quiz at the end to see how well we did. Now, a crowning moment in the disability rights history occurred on July 26, 1990, with the signing of the Americans with Disabilities Act, or what is commonly known as the ADA. The ADA has been instrumental in enriching the lives of millions of Americans by helping to level the playing field. The ADA prohibits discrimination on the basis of disability in employment, state and local government, public accommodations, commercial facilities, transportation, and telecommunications. This is a pretty exhaustive list. However, there is one thing the ADA cannot legislate, and that is attitudes. Suppose I were to say to you, people who are blind live in a world of blank. A common response would be darkness.
Suppose I were to say people who are deaf live in a world of, a common response would be silence.
These are the types of perceptions about people with disabilities we want to eliminate. People who are blind can and do lead very productive lives, and people who are deaf have a story to be heard. If the general public could see people with disabilities as productive, contributing members of society, focusing on what they can do, then other issues would be easier to address. Now Serrana will tell us a little bit about how people with disabilities fit in their communities and some of the myths and facts associated with people with disabilities.
Just a few points to ponder before we get started to help frame our thought process. You need to know that disabilities are no respecter of people. A disability can happen to anybody at any time, and no amount of money or education can make you exempt. A disability comes with varying levels of severity, and it's going to differ from one person to the next. Having a disability is not unlike any other circumstance in life. It's just a part of life that happens to one of 4 people. And I've said many times, we don't get to choose the hand that's dealt to us. We just get to choose how we play it out. Evolving technology and laws such as the ADA give people with disabilities opportunities that haven't always been there. When given the same opportunities, people with disabilities can and do live and work in their communities. Some disabilities are apparent, but not all are visible, so you may or may not know who lives in your community. They're your neighbors, co-workers, members of your local government, perhaps a teacher at your child's school, a local store owner, or a business executive. They're family, friends, but most importantly, above all, they're people. So let's begin with that. First and foremost, you want to see the person. A person with a disability is a person and should be treated with the same respect and manners that you would anyone else. A person's disability should not define them, rather their character. Though a person may talk or look different than you do, that doesn't make them any less of a person. When you reference a person with a disability, unless a description is necessary, why use one? If a description is needed, use people-first language in referring to the person, such as a person with a disability, a student who uses a wheelchair, a woman who is deaf or hard of hearing, a person with an intellectual disability. You get it? People in general don't like to be labeled at all. Let's see what Hannah and Hunter have to say on this topic.